Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Limitless back with another VTR. Today's video, we're going to be uncovering two styles, in my opinion, are decently but glass cannon type of styles. And before you say, well, these styles are not glass cannons, one is and this one isn't, listen. Today we'll be uncovering the freedom style, and one of these other styles that is also glass cannon, somewhat glass cannon, is, you guessed it, not Chronos, but with freedom, with hands low, let's read its description, shall we? Oh, before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's hop into it. But either way, let's look at the description. It's basically a counterpuncher, fast, sharp, technical, and can basically have good counter damage but have slight counter increase. With hands low, however, so pretty much with hands low, you have a slight counter increase and everything else like that. Also, everything else also has a weak damage in ult, only doing 45% to the natural opponent. So pretty much you're not really gonna win most matches. It's gonna have low M1 damage, low ult damage, and pretty much cannot really guarantee you will get a kill pretty much easy. Hands low is essentially a fast, technical, sharp type of style where you can automatically just do stuff to the opponent where they can't really think. Pretty much have good counter damage, a good ult that only does 45%. Moving on to freedom, however, freedom is essentially a 3-in-1 style. Again, by the name is freedom. It's essentially a boxer puncher, but also a glass cannon. Again, if you don't have any health, you're very fragile. You have 3 modes: whirlwind, smash, and flicker. Whirlwind is essentially hands low and hawk. In fact, you can sway back and also have the dashes almost like Chronos, I should say. It has the dashes like Chronos, I should say. As for flicker, a budget hitman, a lot much shorter. And as for smash, it has a smash moveset, but it has weaker M1 damage but high M2 damage. But overall, let's look at the hands low's range. Hands low is automatically way much better in range. In its base, I shouldn't even say base mode. With hands low, essentially hands low this is his max reach in terms of everything else. Like, you can't really do a lot of range with this style. I didn't manage my range in this game, but either way, this is the max reach for hands low. Moving on to flicker mode, however, freedom style. Freedom style is essentially where everything gets, well, you guessed it. So let's hop into it. So with freedom, whirlwind mode, it's pretty much has decent range, so you really have to get up close and personal. Freedom in its flicker mode, I believe it uses that long range, but this is good for medium to long range or close to mid range because of its M1, not even nearly close to Hitman's M1. So you gotta use this at close to mid range, only close to mid range, not long range. You can use it, but it'll be risky. As for smash mode, it's no biggie. You're gonna have to get up close and personal with this style. As for the M2, does high damage. Pretty much every style, pretty much every mode. Okay, now he's just moving around, but either way, as I kept saying, as for the sway back mode, he's hitting me, right? As you can see, that's the sway back. Hawk is the only style in the game that can possibly do that. Now freedom has it, right? So you're pretty much gonna overall be using this in general. So keep that in mind. As I said about the 3 M1s, whirlwinds M1s has to be the weakest ones in the game, because not only you're pretty much gonna overall not really kill yourself, but it's essentially freedom has the weakest M1 in the game, and it's like that. As for their strengths and weaknesses and the statistics, pretty much everything goes to pretty much the block and the damage, the range, everything else like that goes to basically freedom. But as for the block though, unfortunately doesn't take it. I'll put the strengths and weaknesses on the screen if y'all won't want to see it, but essentially that's what freedom has over you guessed it, hands low. But automatically we're gonna go into hands low now, well, after this. But as you can see with hands low, I'll put the strengths and weaknesses on the screen also. As you can see, it has fast M1 damage, stuff like that. It has the way better block, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. It has a 45% ult, and you can take extra counter increase. so you're automatically going to be losing a lot of fights. Well, what I think in this video, it's gonna be the now. I thought it was 5 minutes, but you know, either way, as you can see on the screen right now, their strengths and weaknesses and their statistics. However, they're pretty much almost the same, and overall everything else. But while I rate these both styles, they're both A tiers at best. They're not really S tiers because they don't really fit them in the S tier category, because they're both really annoying to go up against, but also really easy to win up against, depending what user that you go up against. But in my opinion, one of the best styles, a lot of those styles, hands low wins 9 times out of 10. Because freedom is a lot more riskier. It has a high skill ceiling, and with hands low, it's pretty much a way better freedom. Getting Fate has everything that freedom doesn't: a way better block, a way better HP, and overall, no, sure it has low M1 damage and 45% ult, and you take extra counter intake. But with freedom, you have 80 health, and you have pretty much everything else. Overall, guys, see you guys later. Peace.